right back live tonight here on In Focus. The Matjhabeng Local Municipality Mayor is back in the spotlight, back again on In Focus, this time around facing criticism and scrutiny over the alleged misuse of funds channeled towards the ANC election campaign. At the same time, ActionSA in the Free State has approached the public protector to investigate a more than 3.4 million rand mansion owned by the embattled mayor. It's alleged that the property was built by a municipal service provider whose daughter works in the mayor's office. But to help us understand this, the mayor is here himself, as well as ActionSA Free State chairperson Patricia Kopane. Good evening to you, and thank you very much for your time and joining us tonight. Mayor Kopane, let's begin with you. Why are you calling for an audit on the mayor and questioning his lifestyle?
Good evening, and thank you so much, Thabo, for inviting us as ActionSA. If you remember, when you are a public representative, you are not there to serve yourself. You are there to serve the people of South Africa, and you use the taxpayers' money. So as a result, there will always be question how the taxpayers' money are used. The reason why ActionSA, we requested the public protector, we requested him to probe into the allegations that it is alleged that the mayor, I'm happy that he's here in Thanduxolo to answer. I'm happy that he's here today. So it is alleged that in Thanduxolo Khalipha, what he did, one of the service provider built at his house that cost about 3.4 million mansion, and it is alleged the daughter of the service provider is working in his office. And as ActionSA, we want the public protector to probe further to find out how did it happen, this service provider. How was he appointed? Did they follow the right procedure? Even the daughter to be employed into that office, was the right procedure was followed? And one of the main things with regard to the allegations that is alleged against the mayor, I would like us to talk about, because they are mainly for corruption. If you remember IOL, that was on the 17th of September, it is online media. It was clearly alleging that the mayor himself, there were 3 camp service providers that were supposed to be paid by the municipality. They've rendered service. Their name is in the public domain. MC Security, Puseleto, and Mutswarona. These companies, they were supposed to be paid the money that they rendered service. But it is alleged that the mayor, he was demanding a bribe of 4 million from each companies. And what happened? It is alleged that the mayor himself, he instructed the CFO not to pay the service providers. These service providers, they approached the court of law, and the summons were served to the municipality by the 10th of July 2023. And the expiry date of those summons were the 7th of August. But what is funny, the municipality, even the mayor himself, they disregard this summons. Nothing was done until this the court of law, because these 3 service providers, they are the only one that's approached the court of law. And then the court, because it was a default judgment, the municipality did nothing. It's a fruitless expenditure, which means there are legal cost implications. That money was supposed to be used for service delivery.
Yeah.
Now, because of this default judgment, about 24 vehicles were attached with the value of 41 million, including other cars. And now the question is, if the vehicles that are there to render service for the municipality, if these vehicles are not there, service delivery is not happening. And it is even painful to the people of Matjhabeng. They are not getting any service. You go to the Matjhabeng, people are swimming in the sewer. The refuse is not collected. The people are not having the water infrastructure is not even maintained. Even the sanitation infrastructure is not maintained. Now, this allegation, I want to ask yourself, why? I want to find out from if the mayor can tell us, the council, did the council know that there were summons that were served before him and his officials. Because if council know about those summons, why the council didn't take the decision? And what is more importantly, if the council know there were councillors who approved the resolution, now those councillors, they must also be held accountable because there are cost implications for not responding on those summons. And if the council say they know nothing, we want to know as ActionSA, what the council did they do regarding the behavior of the mayor and his executive for not even, responding to the summons that even expired that were in front of them. And secondly to that, what is also important, it is on the 8th of October, the mayor himself and the mayor, and because he's an applicant number 1, applicant number 2 is cited as a municipal manager and the municipality. They approached the court of law in Gauteng, where it was an urgent application, where they wanted to stop the bank, the ABSA, to pay the service providers. Now, what we wanted to find out as ActionSA, why the mayor, because he cited as an applicant, firstly, did the council know that the mayor was empowered to go to another province instead of coming to the same province that where the judgment was passed?
All right.
And why did the council not take the action against that?
Lots of allegations. We're going to come to all of them. Let's just get the mayor to attend to the ones that you have raised so far, and then we'll add to that. Mayor, good to have you, and thank you very much for your time as well this evening. It seems yet again governance in your municipality coming into question, but also maybe at a personal level this time around in terms of your own lifestyle. Let's start there. The house that you said you have built using a service provider of whose daughter is in your office. Is this a property that was built with state money? What were the procurement processes that were followed if it is so?
Thank you very much, Mr. Mdluli, for inviting us. And we're happy that you have invited us. I'm going to respond first on the first allegation. And she raised a very important issue that the matter is now being reported to the public protector, and we welcome that. Yeah. We will cooperate with that, and it's a very good decision. We welcome. And the second allegation that we are alleged that we've spent working with some service provider. He bought us for 3.5 million house, and it's not asked for Mr. Mdluli to prove that, and I think the SA, they are the one who must really prove that allegation. For record, because she has already indicated that the matter is going to public protector, and which is, we welcome that, and we'll wait for that investigation. Yeah. Because there is such a...
But Mayor, do you own a property worth 3.4 million rand that has been built?
Mr. Mdluli, I stay in Thabo, in the township, and I don't own any property of 3.5 million. And she can even go to the deeds office. You don't even need to go to the public protector. You just go to a deeds office, whether to check whether the mayor own any property. The only property that I own is Thabo. Yeah. So I don't own any other property than that one.
So as far as you're concerned, how would you be linked to this property of 3.4 million?
I don't understand. I think ma'am, she's the one who must then answer why I'm linked to that. Because really, I have no business. I don't own any property of 3.5 million. And what I've done now, I've handed over this matter now to my lawyers, which is they are the one who are going to deal with this matter. All
right. Let's move on then and talk to the other issue. I did touch on this a little bit in our previous conversation, but of course, because of time, we couldn't go deeper into it. The question of the 3 service providers who've been blocked payment because of the alleged demand of a bribe. and that story being reported, and you having told the CFO not to pay those service providers, and then ending up being taken to court, and you disregarding the summons, and this amounting to fruitless expenditure according to the ActionSA, and those 24 vehicles being attached.
I think, Mr. Mdluli, in the last interview, we did explain on this matter. I don't know how the mayor get involved on payment, because the law is very clear that the executive mayor's role is to play an oversight over the management. So we have no business who must be paid, who must not be paid. I think the person who's more relevant to answer that question will be the municipal manager and the CFO himself, because we don't instruct who must be paid, who must not be paid. That's the role of the responsibility of the municipal manager and the CFO. On the issue again of these three service providers, you remember, Mr. Mdluli, we explained since 2021, after we were given this responsibility, we committed ourselves to a clean government and to fight corruption. And all the matters which is we allege, we suspected that there were some issues of corruption in Matjhabeng. And all those matters, they were then handed over to the Auditor General, because we suspected that there were some issues around issues of corruption, and there were a number of service providers in Matjhabeng. They did not follow the due processes. And what happened, they used what is called Section 32 and Section 36 of the Finance Management Act on issues of deviation. We are the one who handed over those matters to HE. We are the one who handed over these matters to the Special Investigation Unit. We are the one who handed over these matters to the Hawks. And all these matters, they are under investigation, all of them. Now, if we're involved on issues of corruption, why we will hand over these matters to investigation?
Yeah.
Because that is what we make that pledge. Instructed and guided by what our president, when he presented the ANC manifesto in Tshwane, and he committed that all those public representatives, mayors and councillors, who would be taking over the responsibility of serving our people, one of the things that they must do is to fight corruption.
Right.
So we reject all these allegations. In fact, Mr. Mdluli,
I want to understand this, Mayor. I'll give you a chance to finish your thought. If you had a defense as far as the payments to the service providers, why didn't you respond to the summons? And why did it end up with the 24 vehicles being attached?
No, you know, Mr. Mdluli, what happened on this matter, which is we immediately raised this issue of the municipal manager. In Matjhabeng, there's a legal department unit, which is that legal unit, all the summons held from sheriff go straight to that department. What was supposed to be done by the department, they were supposed to hand over all these summons to the municipal manager, which was not done. And then I have wrote to the municipal manager to get an explanation why we are not able to defend on all these matters. And I'm now going to preparing a report, because we are going to have a council meeting on the 28th of this month, which will be handing over to council. And I've requested the municipal manager to make sure that there's consequence management to all those who were not able to respond on time. And the court, all what it did was to give simple judgment and default judgment, because we did not defend. So this is what we are doing now. We are expecting that report from the municipal manager, which is once we receive that report, we will be taking that report to council.
Yeah.
And I've already, like I've indicated, that I've already requested the municipal manager to act on those matters.
All right.
And then we took a decision that all the summons in Matjhabeng, they will now, from sheriff, go straight to the municipal manager. And this is what we've done as part of playing our oversight.
Yeah. So to get clarity, then there was no communication from council to you not to respond. The matter never even got to council from what I'm saying, because if the papers didn't even get to the municipal manager, they surely would not.
We went. The law allowed. We went part of the delegation. In the last council meeting, the executive mayor and the municipal manager were given a mandate to defend all the matters, legal matters, on behalf of this municipality of Matjhabeng. So the council is aware about all these matters. Two, and I've also briefed all the political parties who are in council. They know what is happening. And that's why they've requested now that all the legal matters which is we have been involved, the municipal manager has been defending this municipality on behalf of council. All those matters must be part of the next council meeting. And this is what we'll be doing.
All right. Kopane, it seems there are three or so responses to what we're talking about here. One is the fact that you have not established ownership of the 3.4 million mansion as belonging to the mayor. In fact, he says he stays in Thabo, so he says doesn't even own that property. You can go to the deeds office, you won't find his name there. That's one. Two, the issue of the service provider says doesn't get involved in procurement and in payments. And three, there seems to have been a dereliction of duty at some level as far as the handing over of these summons to the municipal manager. And there's a process now of holding those who are responsible accountable, which will be reported to council on the 28th of November.
Yes. Thabo, let me remind the mayor here. The same matter that he went to council, I think now what he needs to prove, we want the council resolution that gave him and the manager and the municipal manager to go to another province. That's where they had an interdict, the last made as an agent application. And that court judgment, it clearly says the applicants, which is the mayor himself sitting there, the municipal manager and the council, they must pay for this court because that matter was outside the jurisdiction of them. They should have come to Bloemfontein where the order was given, but they just opted to go to Gauteng. So the court there in Gauteng, it even gave the judgment to say they must pay. The applicants must personally pay. So now I want to find out today from the mayor, are you going to pay? You are the applicant. The municipal manager, he is an applicant himself. But Thabo, let's leave that aside. Now the matter is even now before the National Council of Province. On the 26th of September, the National Council of Province, that is in Parliament in Cape Town, they adopted a motion noting that the vehicles of the municipalities were attached with the value that I just said to you. The very same council, National Council of Province, they also noted that under his watch, the mayor, the municipality is owing 5 billion to ESCOM. Is owing 5 billion to water boards.
Right.
The same mayor sitting next to you.
Right.
The council clearly says that the provincial executive, the letter is written on the 1st of October to the premium policy Dukwan to make sure that immediately he intervened in terms of section 139. I know you might have missed the conversation because we did have the mayor on these issues that you're raising. So I'm sure he's going to give us responses to that, which are similar to what we raised. We raised the issue of the NCOP. We raised the issue of the 5 billion owed to water boards and to ESCOM. We raised the issue of the premier being called in to come and deal with him because of the infighting that is happening there. We have raised the issues that you're talking about. But I want you to deal with me a little bit on this issue of the property being owned by the mayor. How do you come to that? Because I suppose that would be something that would need to be declared. Thabo, as ActionSA, we took the matter to the public protector. So that the public protector must probe into these allegations. Because there are so many allegations. And what we are also doing tomorrow, because this is linked with the finance of the municipality. This municipality, its finance is in tatters. That's why the NCOP said that there need to be somebody who take over the finances of the municipality through a competent person.
Did you present any evidence to the public protector, or are you going on these reports and these articles that you would have cited today?
What we did, we asked the public protector to investigate these allegations, because they are serious allegations. There is no service delivery. People are affected in that municipality. That's why we took the matter there. And second to that, tomorrow morning, we are giving the SIU the letter also to investigate, because we believe if this is true, it's the mayor for himself.
It seems the mayor has beaten you to it, because he says they've also gone to the SIU, so the SIU could already be investigating this.
No, that's why I'm keep on referring to that matter where he went to Gauteng on the 8th of October for that matter to put an urgent application. The very same SIU is a respondent into this matter. It's a respondent into this matter. So the SIU will investigate further on this matter. The Office of the Public Protector must also investigate this matter. The Treasury in the Free State, they must also investigate this matter. The provincial executive of the province, that is Premier, and the rest of the cabinet, they must also intervene with immediate effect. That comes from the National Council of Province, because they realize all these allegations, they are serious, but it is up to this government institution to make the investigation. They are serious allegations, and the truth is, since the mayor is in office...
We'll give an opportunity to respond, certainly. No, we'll certainly give you a response.
Since the mayor is in office, he knows. Even the employees, they couldn't be paid their salaries. The people of Matjhabeng, they are swimming in sewer every day. Thabo, I wonder when the last time we were in Matjhabeng, even if you are blindfolded. When you arrive there, the smell will tell you I've arrived in Matjhabeng. I've been in Matjhabeng almost once a week. I'm in Matjhabeng. Nothing is happening under the watch of Thanduxolo. So he's the one in the government institution that I've mentioned.
Dr. Khalipha, please, let's talk about this question of the 24 vehicles. I know we spoke about it. We did mention to you that the NCOP is concerned about this issue of the 24 vehicles. It doesn't seem to have been resolved, though.
Mr. Mdluli, let's start with the issue that she raised, that she requests a council resolution. We'll give her, if you can give us this email, you will get the council resolution. Because I think we need to educate her. She does not understand how local government operate.
I was a councillor before you became a councillor. I was a member of parliament.
Allow him to respond.
Let's come to the issue, the second issue that he raised. We reported on this matter that more than 20 million fleet that was attached, and we were able to get more than 27 million fleet, which is back, and our team working together now with the Premier's office, we are engaging with all the stakeholders who are involved to make sure that our fleet is back in the municipality. So these are matters, and just for her to understand, in 2021, there was no fleet in Matjhabeng. We've spent more than 200 million to buy fleet. On the issues of sewer that she's alleging, we went to the national government and our Premier and our President, and then Minister Senzo Mchunu then intervened in Matjhabeng for the next 3 years. We will be then an intervention of about 4.
All right, we seem to have lost the mayor there on that line as he is responding to us. The mayor of Matjhabeng Local Municipality, member of ActionSA. I am going to give an opportunity to say something, not a problem. A member of ActionSA there.
I'm saying, Mr. Mdluli, she can also go to AG, the report that was presented by AG.
Right, let's try and get the mayor on a better line there so that he can be able to respond to some of these issues. Mayor, Let's look at what you're saying, and I know there's one area that he still has not responded to, and it's the area of going to apply outside of the province. I'm going to come back to it and get the mayor to respond to that. But what he has responded to so far is the return of the fleet that was taken, and that there is a resolution certainly from council allowing them to respond to some of the legal challenges.
Thabo, if maybe the mayor can explain when the fleet returned, because now as I'm sitting here, the letter that was written by the National Council of Province, it was on the 1st of October.
Yes.
When did the fleet return to the municipality? If he can explain to that.
Okay.
Because the court judgment that was there in Gauteng, the hearing was on the 23rd of October. The 23rd of October, that was the court judgment to say applicants, they must also pay for the legal cost.
Yes.
So when did those fleet return?
Yes. Let's get the mayor. I think the mayor is back online. Let's get him to answer to that question. The question is, will you be paying those legal costs at a personal level, Mayor, for having taken this matter outside of the Free State jurisdiction to a Gauteng court?
The cost, and which is the council will be doing that. So there's no judgment that's saying we must pay personally. I'm not sure where she get that judgment. And she has also indicated that she has been coming to Matjhabeng and on a weekly basis, and they will make sure that they get a site and stay in Matjhabeng.
Yeah. Before we lose you completely, Mayor, on this line, I wanted to deal with the other issues, and then we'll get to Mayor Kopane to close as well on her side. There is this allegation now of you having sourced close to 6 million in total, which was intended for the purchase of 4 bakkies to be used in an ANC upcoming election campaign. The sources are alleging that the mayor, you instructed the municipal finance department to pay 4 companies, Practicon Trading, Poloko Trading, Bereng Logistics, and GT Glorifica Trading. As reported, they allegedly each paid about 1.5 million. This happened just last week, Thursday.
Mr. Mdluli, there is no such a thing. And I'm not sure why people, I think people are pushing, the state capture forces, people who have been captured our government. They are all out to make all these allegations. And in their own view, they think that things are just going to change and then we are the one who are chosen. We are the one who are fighting corruption in this municipality. There is no such a thing. And the ma'am she is making, if she's the one that is making that, she need to prove.
This is not coming from ActionSA, but it's coming from other
there is not such a sources. Thing. Yes, there is not such an instruction. I've indicated, and we have been making this a comment responding to all the media inquiry. That is the responsibility of the municipal manager. The municipal manager gets what is called the payment plan. On the basis of the payment plan, on issues of service delivery, then the municipal manager, together with the CFO, will deal with those issues.
Yeah.
Our responsibility as an executive mayor is to get a feedback. And this is what we're getting. That's why we have even established a war room. On a daily basis, we're able to get a feedback on these matters. So people who are making allegations, they are the one who must prove on those issues.
So there are no bakkies that are going to be unveiled. As far as
there isn't such a thing. We don't know anything about that.
Let's talk then about the issue of the numerous workers who are not receiving their salaries. What is the war room saying about that?
Mr. Mdluli, since we have been in office, it's for the first time that our employees got a late payment. It's because our account was attached. And immediately we were able to deal with those issues using another account. We're able to deal with those matters, interacting with our lawyers. We're able to pay our employees. We are not owing our employees. Now, the reason why they got their salary late is because our account was attached.
So you do accept you do concede, though, that the payments were made late, at least?
Sorry?
You do concede that they were paid late?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did pay. They got their salary very late because the account was attached. That's the only reason.
And going
There's
forward,
no other reason. We are not bankrupt. Matjhabeng is not bankrupt.
And going forward, are they going to be paid on time?
Sorry?
I'm saying going forward, how are you going to ensure they are paid on time?
They will get their salary on time, Mr. Mdluli. And this is the work that we've been doing in this municipality. That's why even, you remember that the Minister of Finance went to Parliament just now. He reported that to Parliament that number of municipalities have made application about what is owed by ESCOM, what we are owing to ESCOM. And we are one of those municipalities that we have got that approval. We now have that approval from the Minister of Finance, National Treasury. They will not get that approval if we are not doing our work. And current, and that's why I was worried about, she's even making an allegation that she was a councillor before I was a councillor. In fact, I started to be a councillor in 1994. I must educate for her. She does not know that. But I'm just saying, we've been doing with this work since we arrived in this municipality. This municipality has improved. Even the president himself in Parliament, when he was asked by the leader of the opposition, he was able to respond and say, this municipality is improving, and I can tell you now that even the report of the Auditor General is going to be a report that is going to improve. Right. So there are systems. We have employed qualified people in Matjhabeng for the first time in this municipality. We have all the qualified chartered accountants, doctors, engineers. These are people that have been appointed by this new administration. They stability only when there were only these issues of salaries and when employees they were suspended for doing some naughty things, and that matter has been resolved now between ourselves and the employees. And they wish that this municipality is going to collapse. It's not going to collapse. Matjhabeng is going to be one of the best municipalities. Currently, we are one of the best municipalities in this province.
May I appreciate your time and your responses. Kopane, let's close it off on your side. Mayor seemingly at this particular point denying all these allegations that you are bringing before him. In fact, he's even saying that they are doing much better than you're putting it out to be. There is no such a stench of sewer there. They are working on these matters on a weekly basis with the War Room, and they are adhering to all the guidelines. You've got about a minute and a half. Please, you can wrap it up for us.
Thabo, I'm happy the mayor, he keep on talking about the municipal manager. One of the things that we asked the public protector to probe, it is alleged that the mayor himself, he forces the municipal manager to employ unqualified people. This municipality is failing because there are no qualified people. The other thing that is important, he must explain to us, his office budget, it was 8 million. Now it's 250 million. Why such a lot of money? The appointment of people, you should furnish us with the qualifications of Nosi, who is being appointed as a fleet management officer. Who doesn't have the qualification? But that was all those allegations, but we want to know more. And the one thing, we also want you to explain why Mrs. Mpaga is a specialized position of a traffic management and law enforcement without required positions, and the evidence that the promotion of Ntsikelelo Mtikira to a senior management position, those are the people that you instruct. It is alleged that you instructed the municipal manager to apply these people who are unqualified. And because of that letter, as much as you don't want to listen, it is clearly that NCOP, the highest in Parliament, they clearly say that municipality, the provincial executive must take over the finance of Matjhabeng municipality by appointing people who are competent. It's written in black and white. Those individuals who can oversee the financial turnaround of the municipality, who can save the people of Matjhabeng. Nothing is becoming better under your leadership. This municipality is owing ESCOM 5 billion. Why are you not paying the ESCOM municipality, the ESCOM that money? 5 billion. You are the biggest delinquents in terms of ESCOM. Why don't you pay the water board if you employ the right people to do the job? But what is important is that you are not capable to do your job. No, you are not a man who respects the people of Matjhabeng. If you respected the people of Matjhabeng, you wouldn't have come to television and not been honest with the people.
We are. Of course, moments ago in conversation with the Matjhabeng Local Municipality, Mayor Thanduxolo Khalipha, as well as Free State ActionSA chairperson, as we are wrapping up this conversation so we can be able to move on. I'll give you one last opportunity, Mayor, to respond. ActionSA calling for the Matjhabeng Municipality to be placed under administration as per the letter of the NCOP, and for the council to dissolve. And key amongst the issues is that you're appointing unqualified people into position. You're in trouble financially because you owe Eskom 5 billion, you owe the water boards 5 billion. The quality of service in Matjhabeng is deteriorating and you're heavily indebted. What's your final response?
Mr. Mdluli?
Did you miss that?
Yes, can
okay, let me just repeat for you. I'm saying the call now for ActionSA for the municipality to be placed under administration and for the council to be dissolved as per the letter of the NCOP. And key of the issues is you're appointing unqualified people into fleet management, into key positions. You are in debt, 5 billion to Eskom. You are delinquent, in her words, owing Eskom 5 billion. And water boards 5 billion, heavily indebted. Can't say that things are stable in that municipality.
Mr. Mdluli, she has mentioned about 3 people. And all the people that she mentioned, these officials, they are all graduates. And because she's not well informed. All these officials, they were appointed before Advocate Lonwabo joined Matjhabeng. All of them. She's talking about all the officials, they're all graduates. Others have honors, others have degree and diplomas, these are graduates. All of them. And I've just explained, Mr. Mdluli, that all the people that have been appointed in senior positions, with doctors, with chartered accountant, with accountant, with engineers, and with people that were appointed. And I hope that she can come in Matjhabeng. We will be able to give her all this information. That for the first time that we are appointing professional people in Matjhabeng, competent people who are turning this municipality around. She's making another allegation. I've raised this issue, that Matjhabeng, we know ourselves, that Matjhabeng is owing Eskom 5 billion, is owing the water board, and we've developed plans in all these matters. That's why we've approached the National Treasurer. I've just responded to that question, that Matjhabeng has now got an approval from the National Treasurer. So all these matters that she's just making unfortunate allegations, and I suspect that they are desperate with the work that we are doing in Matjhabeng, and they think that they will be able to, because this is issues of election in my own view. People are just campaigning. And they will never get this municipal. This municipal belongs to the African National Congress. And this is the work that we've been doing since we've been in office. And we are improving this municipality. The MEC of Human Settlement on Tuesday, she came to give us and the Minister of Human Settlement, because we are the one who approached the Minister of Human Settlement, said there are houses that are not finished in Matjhabeng. And all the contractors, they have been now be appointed. And Minister Thanduxolo Khalipha has committed the next three years, 2.4 billion. Because all our pump stations, they were destroyed by Zamazam and Mafia Construction. And they were destroyed, all the pump stations. I told you, Mr. Mdluli, that we have about more than 13 sewer treatment plants. 11 of those sewer treatment plants, they were destroyed. Now, we have about more than 57 pump stations. 54 of those pump stations, they were destroyed. And that's why Minister Senzo is intervening in Matjhabeng for the next 3 years to deal with all issues of sewer spillage in Matjhabeng.
I'm completely out of time, Mayor, but one final allegation I want you to respond to, that the budget in your office has escalated since you came into office.
You know, Mr. Mdluli, in the last discussion, the interview that we have, we reported to you that in my office, there was an overtime of about 500,000. Since we took over that office, there is no overtime. There was more than 10 million overtime a month. We took that overtime from 10 million to 2 million a month. For all these interventions in my office, we don't have such a budget. So I don't know where she get all this info. I suspect that people are misleading her. And please, I respect her, and I know that she was a leader of the DA in the legislature, and is one of the person that I respect. And I'm not sure where she get all these allegations. And I thought in future, because she comes before these interviews, and she must really make a research, because I respect her. Because all what she's raising is just allegations. She has no proof. And I'm saying first thing that she raised, she said, no, public protect, we welcome public protect. In fact, we are working with the public protect. We're working all with the agencies of the state. For the first time in Matjhabeng, I've invited all of them. The special investigation unit is in my floor. They're working with us here. We're giving them all the support. We're dealing with corruption here in Matjhabeng. All the people, they are running away because of the work that we're doing. And if indeed she's having all these allegations, you know, Mr. Mdluli, I always tell people that here in Matjhabeng, there's a police station, Jan of May. And I always tell them that that flag that is there is not a flag of postal. It's a flag of the police. So people, when they have allegations, they must not come to the station without accurate information. They must go and launch a complaint. And the Secretary General today, because of people that they were making allegations, he went to a police station, he opened a case. And this is what we are going to do with all these people who are malicious, who are all over to tarnish our image. Matjhabeng will never be the same.
Mayor, let's leave it there. I appreciate your time. Kopane, I appreciate your time. We're going to leave it there, unfortunately, because of time. The Matjhabeng Local Municipal Mayor, Thanduxolo Khalipha, Free State ActionSA chairperson there, Patricia Kopane.